in all of the classic meanings of religion. If you go back to the history of any religion on all continents, you go back far enough, there was always human sacrifice. There's evidence of it everywhere. In other words, this God is presumed to be distant, scary, demanding, dangerous, and who need to be appeased. And so, what do we appease this distant, daring, dangerous God with? With our best and our brightest, our children very often. Remember when I preached down in Central America, and they took me to the cenotaphs in Guatemala, and they said probably the bodies of thousands of eldest sons and virgin daughters were thrown in here to appease the gods, Now, if you know your Hebrew scriptures, that this was already true. That's really the source of the Abraham story. That the Abraham story is even tellable means that there was such a tradition of killing your eldest son and this appeasing God. And it probably exemplifies that point in history where we moved from human sacrifice to animal sacrifice. Remember, the ram is found in the bushes. And when Jesus is living, that is what is still fully in control. Brothers and sisters, if the scriptures we have and respect are in any way true, read the descriptions. It seems on the major feast days, I won't get the numbers right, but 5,000 heifers, 4,000 bullocks, 3,000 sheep. No one ever told us that. Well, we read it, but I think I call it religious PTSD. That can't be true. So you just block it. That if it's true, all those lovely pictures I saw in my Baltimore catechism, and I suppose you saw in your Sunday school booklets of a pure little temple with priests dressed in lovely garments. If this is true, by their own statement, the temple was a butchery. And 90% of the economy of Jerusalem in Jesus' time was the bringing in of animals from the countryside, penning them, feeding them, the Levites hauling them up to the temple, the priests slaughtering them, and them taking them back. Now, this is not meant to be critical of Judaism because the pattern is universal. We transferred it to a little more domesticated version. We decided to punish ourselves. So that's certainly the Jansenism, perfectionism, legalism that a large percentage of Christians grew up with. That somehow something had to die, something had to be punished to change the mind of this distant and dangerous God.